Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Recipes with Ray. I know it's been a very long time. I'm not even going to blame COVID. It's been a very trying year. I finally retired, so hopefully we'll have more time on our hands to do some more recipes as we go into the fall, at least between now and November. So today we're going to do a very special 36-hour recipe. It's going to be broken over segments, and we're going to show you how we in the McGinnis household smoke salmon. This salmon recipe we've been doing it for the last 4 years, and we can't keep it in the house. Everybody loves it, so we're out of salmon. So we're going to try and get at least an 8-month supply right now. So first of all, we have to make the rub for the salmon to draw the moisture out of the salmon overnight. So in a bowl, we have put 4 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of kosher salt, and I like to add a little cracked pepper at this stage. Not everyone does, but this is a recipe my buddy Dan got off the internet, and we've been trying it. I just tweaked it a little bit with the pepper. We mix it all together, and then your hands are going to get dirty in a few minutes. So what I've already done is I use 4 large salmon fillets from Costco. I've already trimmed them down and cut them down to about a size between 4.5 ounces up to, I think the biggest one is 7 ounce, but I'm sure when people are going to their social engagements or their parties, they'll steal it at the basement and take it with them. So once we get that all mixed up, and like I said, this is a 24-hour process. So once this goes in, we'll refrigerate it. It'll draw all the moisture out of the salmon. And then the salmon will be ready to rinse off in the morning, pat it dry, and then we'll get the smoker ready, and then we'll smoke it for about 3 to 4 hours, depending on wind conditions, what it's like tomorrow. But I'm counting on a good day, and then we'll show you what the finished product will look like, hopefully tomorrow afternoon. Might have to have a new producer for tomorrow afternoon segment, but that's okay. So now that we got that all mixed up, all we do now is layer the mixture in the bottom of a tray that you can cover, and then it's an easy process after that. We take each fillet salmon, lay it down, and like I said, this rub will take out all the moisture. Tomorrow, what you'll see in the morning is not going to be pretty, but once we rinse it all off, it makes for a very tasty piece of salmon to start smoking. And once we get in here, we won't be shy with the rub, that's for sure. And just lay it, doesn't have to be perfect, as long as each part gets the rub on top of it. And then it's just a sprinkle. That's all we do. And once we get it all on here, it'll draw it right out. And I'll use up all this rub. And then it's just the same process. Keep it going over and over again. So I won't bore you with this segment. This is only going to be a continuation on. And then once it's all done, it goes in the refrigerator for 24 hours. So the next segment will be tomorrow morning, hopefully at this hour, rinsing it off and getting it ready for the smoker. Have a great day. Okay, 24 hours later, the salmon has come out of the fridge. And as you can see, a lot of the moisture has been drawn out. It looks pretty, not very nice. And that's not what you'd want if you ever got served a plate of salmon. So now the next step in the process is we're going to rinse off all that stuff, all that salt and the brown sugar and the gunk that came out of the salmon. We're just going to rinse it off very lightly. We're going to lay it on a paper towel. We're going to pat it down, and then after that will be another step. So let's just get a few pieces going here. And as you can see, it's quite just a nice rinse. these are all the small parts I'll use for making pate. I don't use all the salmon fillets. And let's get a good one here. There we go. There's a nice big one. So, like I said, we rinse it all off just lightly. Shake it. And let it dry. And we'll do this until the salmon is all done. And once it's patted dry, then we'll move on to the next step. So now the next step in the process is I took the racks out of the smoker and I used Pam cooking spray just to make sure their salmon doesn't stick while it's smoking. The patted down salmon will now sit in the tray for between 45 minutes to 1 hour. When the salmon is tacky to the touch, then it's ready for the smoker. The smoker I will cook today between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And it'll probably take 2.5 to 3 hours. I'll put a thermometer in to get it around 135, 140, but I eyeball it myself, and I know when it's done, I'll steal a little piece and have a little taste. So until the next step, see you in a bit. Now that the salmon is tacky, it is time to put it in the smoker, and the smoker is about 160, 165 degrees. I'll keep it at that temperature until we finish smoking, about 2 to 3 hours. Got to keep the bees away and the wasp. But that will be, so our next one will be our finalized once it's all smoked. And that's it for now. And welcome back. So now the salmon has been in the smoker for 2.5, 3.5 hours. Had to take it out sporadically as some are bigger than the others. And now for the final touch, after it's been drying for almost an hour, if you take some maple syrup on these cold salmon, that's all we do. And then once we finish all of the glaze on the salmon, then what I will do is I will vacuum seal it and we'll keep them in the fridge. We don't ever freeze the smoked salmon. It stays good for, well, actually I got a package in the fridge for the last 9 months. So it is very tasty. Everyone loves them. They don't stay in the house long. And if I get a chance, I will do another smoke probably in a few weeks. But that, my friends, is how we do smoked salmon at the McGinnis household. Many thanks to my buddy Dan Bradley who sent me the recipe, which added a few different additions to the recipe. So, if you like the video, please like. If you want to comment, please comment. And if you want to come and join my YouTube channel, please join. Have a great day.